Center, talking about that new advisory. And here we're your Hurricane HQ, and we're going to get you the very latest. Notice wind speeds right at 35 miles per hour. Pressure millibar still north of 1,000 and slowly moving. That pace, a slow crawl to the north. And why that's important is because out of this, what ended up happening was the watch that was in place was for South Carolina as a tropical storm watch, because until it makes its way to the north and actually goes over land, it has another roughly 48 hours over water and likely to strengthen into a tropical storm by as early as tomorrow evening. And we're looking at anywhere within that cone is where the center of this could move. Before, there was a lot of discrepancy and uncertainty of where it could go. The hurricane hunters did find some low-level circulation and organization. Now, they did say that wind shear is very big on this storm right now, and that if it gets away from that, it could organize. But notice the tropical storm watch is in place from Myrtle Beach, Georgetown towards Charleston, and likely to feel those impacts as early as tomorrow evening through Sunday. Notice we're showing you Isle of Palm, South Carolina, where, if that sounds familiar, that's where we had the Foxweather Beach House earlier this week. And we were showing you how you have a great summer trip, but also preparing for this type of activity, knowing what you want to do in case there are storms that pop up. But right now, notice the winds out of the east at 13 miles per hour. So that's an onshore flow and a relatively light chop at the little, I was going to say bayou over here. I mean the marsh area, as you have this river inlet that leads you back out to the Atlantic. And so a great opportunity to enjoy 4th of July. A great opportunity to maybe enjoy a little bit of Saturday before things start to change. Overall, the message that we have been telling you from early on this week, truly since Monday and Tuesday, is the threat still remains the same. It's going to be a rain event. And with that, flash flooding, especially for those low-lying areas that we see in South Carolina, they're going to be doing some more flying through this. Notice where I've highlighted, this is a sectional analysis. So what you're doing is, as it flies through, they find it. They go back up. They're coming back into kind of find the exact spot of that low-level circulation and find out what the wind speed is throughout this entire storm as of right now. Looking at this overall, it does say it's likely to strengthen into a tropical storm before landfall. Showing you Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. That's just north of where they had that tropical storm watch, but likely to feel the impacts in the coming days with the amount of rain. Notice holding steady right at the cusp of tropical storm force winds throughout their entire flight. Let's get back into what the cone is like as everybody kind of comes in and tunes in. I know at times you get the message and you may get the alert on the Fox Weather app and you're saying, hey, wait, what's unfolding? Here's the change. We went from Invest 92L to the new advisory coming in. Notice the verbiage. It's a tropical depression 3 that has formed. Right now, it has wind speed sustained at 35 miles per hour, a slow crawl to the north, and likely to make impacts to the Carolinas and the southeast, strengthening to a tropical storm by as early as Saturday evening. Notice the cone is telling you wherever the center of this could be. So right now, it's from Myrtle Beach all the way down towards Savannah. That's where the cone stands as of right now. Impacts are well beyond that. Remember, these are very broad systems, so they have wide sweeping impacts. So if you're in areas like Wrightsville Beach, where we were showing you, Wilmington, you're out towards Savannah and out towards Tybee Island, those areas in Georgia and North Carolina, you are outside the cone, but yet you will still feel the impacts of this event as a rain event for the holiday weekend. Especially think about this if you are traveling during this. If you are flying out of spots like Charlotte or Charleston, this will have wide sweeping impacts, in the days ahead. It's a slow movement, by the way. It's only up towards the north at 2 miles per hour as of right now. Overall, the amount of rain expected out of this, 2 to 4 inches. Local spots always surpass that and get to about 6 inches of rain. That's a flash flooding threat that'll persist Saturday through Monday. So you think about the amount of time that people would be outside for this type of event, and on the weekend, especially a holiday weekend, and that's going to be the biggest concern. I want to take the exclusive Fox model and put it into motion as we start showing this a little bit better. You can see that center of circulation starting to kind of appear. This is only one model run, by the way, so I don't want you to be married to this saying, hey, that's how it's going to actually move. But notice the overall time frame. The trend is showing us by Saturday evening is when you start to get the biggest impacts because of that counterclockwise rotation, slamming spots from Modesto all the way up through Charleston and up towards Myrtle Beach. That continues to lift north. So even though it may push inland, you're still tapping into the water that's coming off of the Atlantic. This is going to be tropical type rain, of course, that's coming down. It comes in harder. It comes in faster. Notice at the end of this, as we go to late Sunday into Monday, now the jet stream is starting to carry it out towards the Northeast and the Atlantic. So still some uncertainty what may happen north of the Southeast. But right now we do have Tropical Depression 3 that is formed and likely to strengthen into a tropical storm.